Tech Tuesdays. I'm Jamie Schwartz with the Small Business Development Center here at UNLV's SBDC in the Office of Economic Development. We're coming to you live from our Blackfire Innevation Center. And next week's episode, just to clue you in, we are going to be re-entering our makerspace. And we're going to be exploring our large format printer and some of the jobs that you can do, some signs that we can make and stickers, window clings, and all kinds of cool stuff that the shop manager has cooked up to show us next week. And we will start taking orders from small businesses here in the local community after we get that session going. For this week, I'm excited to bring to you a session to talk about something that we have in Reno. Our sister school, UNR, it also has a makerspace. The Innevation Center up in Reno has a makerspace that is managed by Daniel Smith. Daniel's here today to talk to us about some of the ways that they are managing their shop, some of the cool collaborations that they have going, and if you're up in Northern Nevada, how you can get involved. Let's take a look at the video about the Innevation Center to start.
Welcome to the University of Nevada Reno Innevation Center, a 25,000 square foot, 4-story building located in downtown Reno. Operated by the University of Nevada Reno, the Innevation Center provides a co-working area, open and closed door office space, event facilities, meeting rooms, and a top-tier makerspace. The Innevation Center is open to local entrepreneurs, businesses, and the community, in addition to university students, faculty, and staff. The building is primarily operated by friendly student workers who pride themselves on providing an exceptional customer service experience. Visit them at the front desk where you can become a member, reserve a room, learn about upcoming programs and resources, and more.
Beautiful center they have in Reno. Reminds me a lot of the Blackfire Center that we have here, and I think we have a lot in common and probably some things to learn from them. They've been at it just a little while longer than we have. Let's take a better look at what they have in their makerspace in this next video.
Welcome to the Innevation Center Makerspace. Here you can gain access and training to a wide variety of equipment, software, and manufacturing technologies to turn your newest idea into reality. Our 3D print lab offers a wide range of 3D printers, from the Formlab Resin SLA printers, the Prusa FDM printers, and the Industrial Stratasys machines. All printers are run by our knowledgeable staff to ensure you receive the best print possible. Our workstations come fully equipped with SolidWorks 3D modeling software, along with a range of other design applications, including CorelDRAW. Our beta space contains work areas to assemble all projects, along with large format printing, vinyl cutting, a full electronics workstation, textile lab, and sheet metal working. Over in our podcast studio, you can utilize our high-end audio recording equipment to make your very own podcast or record a professional interview. The machine shop comes stocked with a full power tool suite, powerful metalworking equipment, including a Bridgeport mill and Tormach CNCs. The machine shop is also home to our Boss 150-watt laser cutter, which can engrave images as well as cut out intricate patterns in wood, plastics, and more.
Wow, that was something. I really am impressed with that makerspace up there, and I'm really excited to talk with Daniel Smith this morning. Daniel, welcome to the Tech Tuesday session today.
Hi, Jamie. How's it going?
Hi. Well, I know we had a chance to talk a little bit about how long you've been working with the Innevation Center and working in the makerspace there, but tell us a little bit about how long has the Innevation Center been in operation in Reno, and what's the focus for you guys up there?
Absolutely, yeah. So the Innevation Center opened a little over 5 years ago now, and the whole idea was the university trying to outreach and connect with local businesses and entrepreneurs to help grow the startup ecosystem here in Reno. And really small businesses, tech startups, and people create in the community. So our makerspace is very creating, the next cool gadget. And then the rest of our building has co-working space, private offices, event space, and conference rooms. So businesses can really come here and get whatever they need for their starting.
Oh, that's really, I think the model that we are wanting to emulate here down south, and you guys have done such a great job of building it out up there. Your makerspace is fantastic. You've got some really great equipment in there, and it sounds like from the conversations we were having that your small businesses up in Reno have figured out how to put it to use. Can you talk a little bit about how do the small businesses actually engage with the makerspace, and how do they get training in order to use some of the equipment that you have there?
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of the small businesses, the heaviest use is both our 3D printers and our laser cutter. Those come into really heavy play for a lot of our companies who are coming in for, they need something rapid built, or they need to just, try something out quickly. We've got a drone company upstairs in our building, and they're constantly down here tinkering, making mounts, making new even just cases for holding their equipment safely. And we offer all training on all of the equipment down in the space. We can take somebody with very little experience to no experience and slowly build up their confidence and make sure that we're comfortable with them using all of the equipment. So we really do a lot of focus on teaching and training and getting people comfortable with the machines that we have down here so they can build it themselves.
And so that includes training on the programs in order to create the design for whatever they might be making as well?
We do a little less training on the software side. We do have full SolidWorks suites available for all of our clients and whoever wants to come down and use the space. That's such a huge program. You can teach full semester classes on that. So we offer support where we'll help as much as we can, but we can't do full trainings on those, unfortunately.
So you've got a very expert team that are working in the makerspace that business owners can rely on then.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's all student staff, but they're all very, very well trained, very skilled, and really eager to help people build and create and find solutions for their products or challenges that they're facing.
So tell us a little bit about some of the specialty labs that you have within the makerspace. I know you've got a sheet metal space and some really pretty exciting building capacity there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the most exciting space and kind of the most specialty, and the only thing that we don't offer same-day training on would be our heavy machining and CNC area. So we have, as well as CNC versions of both of those. And so with that, you can really get into some more advanced manufacturing and really some heavier metal prototyping. And so it's really cool to see people get trained on those and kind of flex what they can create and go some places that you wouldn't really be able to get out of your own home garage very easily.
What are some of your favorite projects that you've seen come out of the makerspace?
I think probably my favorite is actually one that still lives down here, and that is a absolutely massive 3D printer that one of our members designed and built from scratch. So he completely came up with his own design because he needed to print something that was significantly larger than our capabilities at the time. And so it was easier for him than outsourcing it to actually design and build his own printer. So for reference,
how big is your makerspace?
We're right around 4,500 square feet for the makerspace. The building as a whole is about 26,000.
Wow, 4,500 square feet. And so you can have more than, how many people are working in your makerspace at any given time?
Our max capacity right now with COVID is about 20 down in the entire space, just so we can make sure we're keeping a good distance. We don't usually hit that many people down there at once, but so we haven't had too much difficulty maintaining that.
And how are people signing up for it? Are they just registering through a system that you guys have, keeping a log and signing up for a time slot to use the space?
Yeah, so we have online reservation software that anybody can access, sign up for a time. We have them go through some COVID safety training before they come down and use the space, and then they'll just come down and they can use it. And if we ever do hit capacity, we've got our staff on hand to kind of manage that expectation and have people come back. But it hasn't been, like I said, it hasn't been an issue quite yet.
So for someone who's not familiar with you and hasn't come to the Makerspace before, but is watching this and interested, how do they reach out to you, and how do they have the initial visit?
Yeah, absolutely. So the easiest way is just you can go on our website, /makerspace, and you can schedule. You can fill out a form to request a tour, and we'll come down, see the space. We can give you the basic safety training if you're interested in it. Or you could just go on to our same website there and book time on a piece of equipment. And same thing, like we'll come down, we'll show you the space, we'll give you a tour of the full capabilities. You're just operating in the space, and then we'll get you training on whatever equipment you need to use for that day.
Well, I can't wait to travel up there. I'm going to make my own appointment to come and take a tour of the Makerspace.
Yeah, I'd love to have you up there.
So what are some of the special events and programs that you guys have going right now? I know when we were talking earlier, you were mentioning a collaboration with the school district working in a robotics program.
Yeah, so we're currently working on opening a K-12 robotics studio in a building just across the street from ours right now. And that will be a large event and build space for new K-12 robotics programs that are starting up in the area. That's in partnership with Tesla and EDON and a lot of other community partners. And so it's really great to be able to see that space growing. We'll expand the makerspace to include a full wood shop over there as well. So we get to expand our equipment selection as well as our event offerings, which is really exciting.
Wow! And when do you think that will be open? The wood shop. Do you have an expected date for that?
I'm expecting probably April 1st would be my tentative, but I think we all know how construction goes. So.
Okay, well, that's really exciting. Wow, a wood shop in addition to everything else. So it's really a full capacity makerspace up there. Are you finding that some types of businesses are more prone to come and use the makerspace? And maybe a follow-up to that is, are there businesses that you would like to see more of coming into your makerspace?
I would always love to see more businesses. The more people coming down and utilizing the space and seeing our resources, the better is the way I always look at it. And then we do have a fair number of businesses. Most of the businesses using the space right now are residents in our co-working space. So they tend to be on site already. But we still have a lot of students, and we have a lot of people who come down and they use the space to build something for themselves a lot of the time. And then once they see the resource and the capabilities that they can do, I've seen a lot of people try and turn their hobbies into a business, which is something I love seeing, and it's always really exciting to help people along that journey to entrepreneurship.
Yeah. Well, I think one final question I have is, what is the cost to use the makerspace with you?
Absolutely. So it's for anybody associated with the university, so students, faculty, or staff, they can use it completely free. We do have a monthly membership option, which is $150 a month, and that gets you full access to the rest of the building. If you don't want to be a member quite yet, you can also just come down and use it for the day for $18. That gets you full access to the entire space for the whole day, all of the equipment, and whatever help you need from our staff.
Wow, that sounds like a great way to try it out, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Well, it's really been a pleasure having you on today, and I think I can't wait to get up there and see your makerspace and see some of the projects that people have built up there. Appreciate your time today. Thanks, Daniel.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for the opportunity. It was great getting to talk to you, and I'd love to give you a tour up here sometime. So.
And likewise, we'll have to have you come down here and visit us at Blackfire and see our makerspace too.
Absolutely, yeah. I'd love to learn more about what's going on down there.
Okay, thanks.
All right, thank you.
Much for joining us for this week's Tech Tuesday. Next week, we're going to be going back into our makerspace, and again, we're going to be looking at the large format printer and all the capabilities that we have for small businesses here down south. So stay tuned for that and instructions on how to put in your order and participate in the makerspace here at Blackfire in Las Vegas. Have a good week, everybody. See you next time.